The morning sun gleamed over Mystic Mountain as Sonic dashed across its crystal slopes, leaving trails of blue energy. Everything seemed peaceful until a deep hum vibrated through the mountain's core. Tails' scanner flickered wildly. "These readings, they're not from chaos energy," he exclaimed. Knuckles smashed his fist into a rock wall, exposing veins of glowing crystal pulsing with red and blue light. "The mountain's alive again," he muttered. Then came a low whisper echoing through the wind, a haunting sound that made even Sonic pause. "It said my name," Amy whispered, her hammer trembling slightly. Before anyone could speak again, the ground cracked open beneath them. A blinding flash shot into the sky, forming a symbol of light at the peak. Shadow appeared from the mist, eyes glowing red. "That wasn't nature," he said darkly. "Something or someone is waking up." As the light faded, a strange shard hovered in midair, spinning slowly, like a heart. Its glow was both beautiful and terrifying. Sonic took a cautious step forward. "Looks like adventure found us first," he grinned, unaware of what was waiting deep below the mountain's frozen core. Later that evening, the team gathered in a crystal cavern illuminated by cold blue light. The shard pulsed softly in midair. "It's half red, half blue," Tails analyzed. "Two forces fighting to exist together." Before they could study it further, a metallic laugh echoed. "I'll take that," Dr. Eggman's voice boomed. His drones crashed through the cavern walls, firing beams of energy. Sonic dashed between lasers, ricocheting off walls. "You again, Egghead? Can't you take a vacation?" But Eggman wasn't playing around this time. His mech extended a massive claw, grabbing the shard. As soon as it touched metal, the shard glowed violently, fusing with his machine. Knuckles punched a drone to pieces. "He's draining the mountain's power." The entire cavern trembled. Crystal shattered, forming a storm of glowing shards. Shadow appeared beside Sonic. "We need to stop him, now." Eggman laughed as his mech rose through the collapsing tunnel. "You're too late, heroes. With a shard of echo, I control life itself." The mountain roared back, its crystals pulsing in rage. Sonic clenched his fists. "Then let's show him how alive this place really is." At the mountain summit, Eggman stood inside his upgraded mech, energy crackling around him. "Witness my masterpiece," he shouted as the mech absorbed the shard completely. But instead of obeying him, the machine began to tremble. A burst of icy mist erupted, forming a giant translucent creature, the Phantom Titan. It looked like a ghostly dragon made of crystal and snow, eyes glowing with chaos fire. Eggman's smirk vanished. "Wait, no. Obey me." The Titan roared, sending shockwaves through the air, toppling drones and knocking Sonic off balance. Shadow dashed forward, landing beside Sonic. "We've got a big problem. Guess we smash it," Sonic replied with a grin. The two launched into attack, Sonic spinning through the mist, Shadow striking with chaos blasts, but their attacks phased through. "It's not solid," Amy yelled. Tails analyzed from a distance. "It's energy-based. We need to match its frequency to hit it." The Phantom Titan swung its claws, nearly crushing Knuckles. "We can't fight it alone," Shadow muttered. Sonic looked at him and smirked. "Then we don't." He extended his hand. Shadow paused, then nodded. "Let's finish this." The mountain stormed around them as blue and red auras began to merge. Lightning crackled as Sonic and Shadow floated above the summit, their auras spiraling together into a glowing vortex. "Chaos Unison," they shouted in sync. A massive wave of energy surged through the storm. The Phantom Titan screamed, its icy body cracking apart as beams of red and blue light pierced its core. Eggman tried to flee in his mech, but Knuckles smashed a rock pillar into it, sending sparks flying. "You're not going anywhere." Amy swung her hammer, destroying the mech's control panel. Tails flew towards Sonic. "The shard's overloading. If we don't contain it, the entire mountain will collapse." Sonic and Shadow dived toward the heart of the energy storm, their combined aura splitting the clouds. Together, they struck the shard with perfect balance, red meeting blue. For a moment, everything went white. Then silence. Snowflakes drifted gently down as the mountain settled. The phantom titan dissolved into glowing dust, fading into the sky. Sonic stood beside Shadow, both exhausted but smiling. "Told you teamwork's cool," Sonic said. Shadow smirked. "Don't get used to it." The next morning, sunlight washed over Mystic Mountain. The crystals glowed softly, no longer unstable but peaceful again. Eggman's mech lay frozen in the distance, empty. He was gone. Tails looked at his scanner. "Energy levels are normal for now." Amy smiled. "Looks like we did it." Knuckles stretched. "I could use breakfast." But Sonic stood still, watching faint sparkles beneath the snow, tiny fragments of the shattered shard glowing faintly. Shadow noticed too. "It's still here." Sonic nodded. "Maybe the shard didn't die, maybe it changed." Tails frowned. "If that's true, it might awaken again, stronger." Sonic grinned, turning toward the sunrise. "Then we'll be ready. Mystic Mountain's got secrets, and we're not done uncovering them." As the team walked down the slope, a soft hum echoed from deep inside the mountain, calm yet powerful, like a heartbeat. The adventure wasn't over. It had only evolved.